Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm Yaba and we are Ghana bound. Today we're diving into a topic that's crucial for anyone looking to buy property here in Ghana as a foreigner, getting a mortgage. Buying property with a mortgage can be an attractive option, especially if you want to invest without needing the full amount up front. But what's the process like for a non-Ghanaian in Ghana? What are the requirements? Stick around and we'll walk you through everything that you need to know. First, let's talk about whether foreigners can even get a mortgage in Ghana. The good news is that mortgages are available to non-Ghanaians through several financial institutions. Some banks and mortgage companies actively encourage foreign investment in the real estate market, and they offer financing options specifically designed for non-residents or expats. However, not all banks offer mortgages to foreigners, so it's essential to choose the right bank or financial institution. Some popular options include Stanbic Bank, Republic Bank, and Absa Bank. We are not getting sponsored by any of those. They're known to offer mortgage packages that may be accessible to foreigners, especially for properties located in major cities like Accra and Kumasi. Now, let's look at the eligibility requirements for foreigners. So if you're applying for a mortgage in Ghana, banks typically require that you meet several conditions. Generally, you'll need to, number one, have a stable income. Lenders will want to see proof of a steady income to ensure you can repay the mortgage. This can be a salary slip, business income, or proof of rental income if you own other properties. Secondly, you need to have a Ghanaian bank account. Some banks may ask you to set up a local bank account in Ghana if you don't already have one. This account will be used to handle mortgage repayments, making the process a lot easier. Thirdly, you need to meet the minimum age requirement. Most banks require that borrowers be at least 21 years old and not older than 60 by the end of the mortgage term. Fourthly, you need to provide proof of identification and residency. You'll need to submit a valid passport and potentially some additional documentation that proves your residency or your intent to stay in Ghana. So next, make a down payment. In Ghana, down payments for mortgages are typically around 20% to 30% of the property price, but this can vary. Banks may require a higher percentage for foreigners, so be prepared to cover at least 30% upfront in some cases. So next we'll look at the interest rates and mortgage terms. Interest rates for mortgages in Ghana are generally higher than in many other countries, just a little bit higher. Currently, interest rates can range from about 15 to 25% per year. This rate may seem high, but it reflects the Ghanaian market conditions and the level of risk associated with lending. Now, these rates are also reducing slowly. Most banks offer mortgage terms between 5 to 20 years. A shorter term will mean higher monthly payments, but less interest paid overall, while a longer term can make the monthly payments more manageable. However, be aware that as a foreigner, you may be offered a shorter repayment term than a Ghanaian, so factor that into your budget. Next, we'll look at the types of mortgages available to foreigners. Foreign buyers usually have access to a few common types of mortgages in Ghana. Home purchase mortgages. These are for buying a completed property, like an apartment or a house. This is the most straightforward type and the most popular for residential buyers. Second, you've got equity release mortgages. If you already own a property in Ghana and need cash, an equity release allows you to borrow against the value of the property that you own. Now, this option can be beneficial for investors who want to free up funds for further investments. Thirdly, construction loans. For foreigners interested in building a property rather than buying an existing one, some banks offer construction loans. These loans are typically disbursed in phases as construction progresses, and they have specific requirements regarding contract selection and project planning. When applying, make sure to discuss these options with your bank. Explain your needs to determine which mortgage type aligns best with your goals. Now let's look at the other fees and costs to consider. Alongside the down payment, there are often processing fees. Okay, so these can range from 1% to 2% of the mortgage amount. These fees cover the administrative costs and are typically non-refundable. Some banks also charge valuation fees. This is to assess the value of the property, which can cost a few $100s, depending on the location and type of property. Now, you may also need to pay legal fees. Now, this is to handle the paperwork and registration, often 1 to 3% of the property value. Finally, don't forget home insurance. Banks may require you to insure the property for the duration of the mortgage to protect their own investment. So factor in that cost of annual premiums as well. And there you have it, a complete guide to getting a mortgage as a foreigner in Ghana. While the process does come with specific requirements and costs, financing can be an excellent way to invest in the Ghanaian real estate market. Remember to shop around for the best rates and terms. Again, we are not a mortgage company or associated with a specific one, but if you have questions about getting a mortgage in Ghana, write them in the comments below. If you need guidance, then we can link you with the right people. So guys, again, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe, the notification bell. And if you know someone who needs this information, then please share the video. Again, I'm Yaba, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.